హలో అందరికీ నమస్కారం. మీరు వింటున్నారు విను వినిపించు ప్రవాసాంధ్రుల గుండె చెప్పుడు తెలుగు ఎన్ఆర్ఐ రేడియో విత్ మీ ఆర్జే రేణు ఫ్రమ్ టొరంటో కెనడా అండ్ ఓన్లీ ఆన్ ఆకాశమిని హద్దు అస్సలు తగ్గేదే లేదు. అండ్ ఈ రోజు స్పెషల్ ఏంటి అంటే స్పెషల్ ఆల్రెడీ మీరు ఫ్లయర్ లో చూసే ఉంటారు. వీ హ్యావ్ స్పెషల్ గెస్ట్స్ అన్నమాట. బట్ ఈ రోజు ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ చేసేసుకుందాం. ఈ రోజు వచ్చేసి జనవరి 24, 2023 మంగళవారము, శ్రీ శుభకృత నామ సంవత్సరము, ఉత్తరాయణము, శిశిర ఋతువు, మాఘమాసము, శుక్లపక్షము అండ్ తిథి వచ్చేసి చవితి అన్నమాట. టొరంటోలో వెదర్ వచ్చేసి 3 degrees and -5 degrees. రేపు స్నో ఫాల్ వార్నింగ్ అంట. చూడాలి ఎలా ఉండబోతుందో. అండ్ ముందుగా ఈ రోజు పెళ్లి రోజు పుట్టినరోజు జరుపుకుంటున్న వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా నా తరపున మన తెలుగు ఎన్ఆర్ఐ రేడియో తరపున అందరికీ పెళ్లి రోజు పుట్టినరోజు శుభాకాంక్షలు. అండ్ ఈ రోజు షో అందరికీ తెలిసిందే కదా. ఒకవేళ మీరు కాల్ చేసి మన యూనో చీఫ్ ఎవరైతే జాయిన్ అవుతున్నారో వాళ్ళతో మాట్లాడాలనుకుంటే కనుక మీరు కాల్ చేయొచ్చు 9705222005 అండ్ యూఎస్ ఆర్ కెనడా నుండి కాల్ చేయాలనుకుంటే 9197012005 అండ్ యూకే నుండి కాల్ చేయాలనుకుంటే 11588820005 అండ్ వాట్సాప్ అయితే +91 అండ్ యాడ్ చేసి 9705222005 అండ్ స్కైప్ అయితే తెలుగు ఎన్ఆర్ఐ రేడియో అని కాల్ చేయొచ్చు అనమాట. అండ్ నా షో కనుక లేకపోతే తెలుగు ఎన్ఆర్ఐ రేడియోని వినాలనుకుంటే మీరు చక్కగా యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి అండ్ చక్కగా రేడియో వినొచ్చు అనమాట. సో ఈరోజు స్పెషల్ ఏంటి, చాలా రోజులు అయిపోయింది రేణు వాయిస్ విని అని అనుకుంటున్నారా? సారీ అండి, చాలా చాలా బిజీగా ఉండే. అండ్ ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే నేను నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ఇండియా వెళ్ళబోతున్నాను. ఇండియా కూడా వస్తున్నాను. ఒకవేళ కుదిరితే కంపల్సరీ అక్కడ నుంచి షో కూడా చేస్తాను. సో దానివల్ల కొంచెం బ్రేక్ తీసుకోవాల్సి వచ్చింది. అండ్ ఈరోజు ఎలా అయినా సరే మీతో మాట్లాడాలి, ఎలాగైనా సరే షో చేయాలని చెప్పేసి వచ్చేసాను. అండ్ ఈరోజు 24 జనవరి కాబట్టి 2 రోజుల్లో ఏం రాబోతుంది అంటే మన రిపబ్లిక్ డే అన్నమాట. రిపబ్లిక్ డే అందరికీ కూడా గణతంత్ర దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. హ్యాపీ రిపబ్లిక్ డే. అండ్ ఈ రిపబ్లిక్ డే చూసుకుంటే భారతదేశానికి అన్నమాట 1947 ఆగస్టు 15న స్వతంత్రం వచ్చాక 2.5 ఏళ్లకు రాజ్యాంగబద్ధ దేశంగా గుర్తింపు పొందింది. 1950 జనవరి 26న రాజ్యాంగం అనేది అమల్లోకి రావడంతో ఏటా కూడా మనం అందరం కూడా ఈ రోజున గణతంత్ర దినోత్సవం రిపబ్లిక్ డే జరుపుకుంటున్నాం అనమాట. అండ్ ఈసారి వచ్చేసి 74th రిపబ్లిక్ డే. అందరూ కూడా మీరు ఇండియాలోనే కాకుండా మేము ఇక్కడ కూడా ప్రవాసాంధ్రులాగా ఒక ఎన్ఆర్ఐ లాగా మేము ఇక్కడికి మూవ్ అయిన తర్వాత కూడా ఎన్నో మంచి మంచి సంస్థలు ఈ రిపబ్లిక్ డేని జరపడము, మేము దాని సెలబ్రేషన్స్ లో మేము ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవ్వడము అనేది జరుగుతూ వస్తుంది అనమాట. అండ్ దాంట్లో నేను ఒక పార్ట్ అవ్వడం అనేది నేను చాలా సంతోషంగా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాను. అండ్ కొన్ని మన గెస్ట్ ని మనం పిలిచే ముందు నేను కొన్ని ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఫ్యాక్ట్స్ చెప్తాను అబౌట్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. ఏంటి అంటే December 11, 1946 ఏమైందంటే there was a meeting of the Constituent Assembly. Dr. Rajendra Prasad garu he was elected as a permanent president అన్నమాట. అండ్ రాజేంద్ర ప్రసాద్ గారు లిటరల్లీ లాస్ట్ వరకు కూడా ఈ పోస్ట్ లో ఉన్నారంట. అండ్ ఇంకోటి ఏంటి అంటే కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఏ రోజు అయితే సైన్ చేశారో ఆ రోజు ఫుల్ వర్షం పడుతుండేనంట. అండ్ ఆ రోజు అందరూ కూడా ఏంటంటే పీపుల్ అందరూ అనుకున్నారంట అబ్బా చాలా మంచిగా వెరీ ఆస్పిషియస్ అని చెప్పేసి ఫీల్ అయ్యారంట. ప్రస్తుతానికి నేను ఇప్పుడు తెలుగులో మాట్లాడుతున్నాను కానీ తర్వాత ఎవరైతే మన గెస్ట్ వస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళతో కనుక నేను ఈ షో మొత్తం ఇంగ్లీష్లో చేయనున్నాను. సో అందరూ కూడా ప్లీజ్ దయచేసి ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి ఈ మొత్తం ఈరోజు జరిగే షోని. అండ్ ఇంకోటి ఏంటి తెలుసా, ద ఫస్ట్ సెషన్ ఏదైతే కాన్స్టిట్యూయెంట్ అసెంబ్లీ ఇట్ వాస్ హెల్డ్ ఆన్ 9th December 1947 అన్నమాట. అండ్ ఆ టైంలో 207 జనాలు అంటే మెంబర్స్ మాత్రం కాన్స్టిట్యూయెంట్ అసెంబ్లీలో ఉండేవాళ్ళంట. అండ్ డాక్టర్ భీమ్రావ్ అంబేద్కర్ he was the chairman of the drafting committee of the constitution at that time. So it was and mana constitution of India is the largest written constitution in the world, which was implemented on 26 January 1950. So మరి ఇంకెందుకు ఆలస్యం, జై హింద్, బోల్ భారత్ మాతా కి జై for sure. ఎందుకంటే we have to be proud of being Indian అన్నమాట. సో నేను మన సెగ్మెంట్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోదాము. అండ్ సో కెనడాలో నేను చెప్పాను కదా, టొరాంటోలో ముఖ్యంగా పానరోమా ఇండియా అనే సంస్థ ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ కూడా ఇండియా డే అంటే ఇండిపెండెన్స్ డే మరియు నేమో రిపబ్లిక్ డే సెలబ్రేషన్స్ కూడా ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ జరుపుతూ ఉంటారు. అండ్ మీరు చూసుకుంటే లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ మన షోలోకి పానరోమా ఇండియా బోర్డ్ మెంబర్స్ వచ్చారు అండ్ మనం చక్కగా ఇండిపెండెన్స్ డే గురించి మాట్లాడుకున్నాము. అండ్ అసలు పానరోమా ఇండియా ఏంటి అని అనుకుంటున్నారా? సో పానరోమా ఇండియా ఈజ్ ఎ నాట్ ఫర్ ప్రాఫిట్ umbrella organization to help unite various Indian cultural associations and groups. సో బేసిక్గా చాలా గ్రూప్స్ అండ్ అసోసియేషన్స్ ఉంటాయి మన ఏ కంట్రీలో అయినా సరే, కెనడాలో కానీ యుఎస్లో కానీ. బట్ అందరినీ కూడా ఒకటి చేసి ఒక కామన్ ఐడెంటిటీ, అందరం కూడా ఇండియన్స్ అని చెప్పేసి మన హెరిటేజ్ని ప్రమోట్ చేస్తూ అండ్ దే ఆర్ సెలబ్రేటింగ్ యూనిటీ ఇన్ డైవర్సిటీ. Basically, it was established in 1999 with the support from Consulate General of India, Toronto. And Consulate General of India, Toronto is the honorary patron of Panorama India అన్నమాట. వాళ్ళు బేసిక్గా ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళ తరపున చేసే ఈవెంట్స్ అన్ని కూడా పానరోమా ఇండియా జరుపుతూ ఉంటారు. అండ్ పానరోమా ఇండియా ఆల్సో ప్రొవైడ్స్ ఎ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ for all Indian cultural association groups and individuals to exhibit and showcase their arts and culture అన్నమాట. బేసిక్గా నాది ఎలాగా పానరోమా ఇండియాతో ఎలా నేను ఎంటర్ అయ్యాను అంటే, ఈవెన్ ఐ వాజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద పార్టిసిపెంట్ ఆఫ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద పానరోమా ఇండియా షోస్ అన్నమాట. దట్స్ హౌ ఐ గాట్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్డ్ టు పానరోమా ఇండియా అండ్ సిన్స్ దెన్ ఐ హ్యాడ్ అ వెరీ వెరీ గుడ్ రిలేషన్షిప్ విత్ దెమ్. అండ్ సో అసలు ఏంటి ఇప్పుడు ఏం జరగబోతుందంటే, వీ హ్యావ్ రిపబ్లిక్ డే సెలబ్రేషన్స్ ఇన్ 2023 ఇన్ టొరాంటో అనమాట. సో దాని గురించి తెలుసుకునే ముందు ఐ థింక్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఇన్వైట్ ద చైర్పర్సన్ ఆఫ్ పానరోమా ఇండియా. సో లెట్స్ ఇన్వైట్ ద చైర్పర్సన్ ఆఫ్ పానరోమా ఇండియా బోర్డ్, వైదేహి భగత్. హాయ్ వైదేహిజీ, హౌ ఆర్ యు?
Hello, namaste. Good evening, Renu, and thank you for having me on your channel here. It's my pleasure and honor to be here. Good evening to all the listeners.
Thank you so much,
So
Vaidehi.
you spoke very well about Panorama India.
Oh, thank you
have
so
described
much. I think
everything very well.
Do you want to add anything, or is there anything
yes,
that you
absolutely. I think very well spoken that yes, Panorama India is an organization that works with the support of Consulate General of India in Toronto. And yes, we organize the patriotic events which are Republic Day and Independence Day. So right now we are looking forward to our big day coming in, which our Republic Day falls on 26th of January. But we are celebrating the Republic Day on 29th of January at the Pearson Convention Center in Brampton, which is at 2638 Steeles Avenue. So we are looking forward to having all the Indo-Canadians and the Indo-Canadian organizations coming together and celebrating this great historic celebration on one platform. So we are looking for, so I invite all the Telugu community also to come and join. I do know that yes, Telugu community in the GTA has grand events to the extent of also 1,000 people and more many times. So definitely I invite the entire community and all the organizations to come and join us on this platform to rejoice together and celebrate Republic Day. And now giving you the a bit of highlights about the big day that we have in the opening ceremony begins at 12 noon. So we look forward to having everybody unfurling to witness the unfurling of the flag from 12 noon onwards, which will go on until 1 p.m. when we have the government dignitaries and a lot of VIPs and sponsors who are going to be there during this opening ceremony. So definitely please come by 12 noon so everybody can witness that also. Following which, after that, we have the patriotic segment where you will witness Indian music, Indian patriotic music and performance, which you will get to see on stage. After that, we have an interesting segment, which is the Panorama Idol competition. Now, we just conducted auditions for our Idol competition on the 15th that weekend, and we have finalists performing on the big day. So that is the day when we have on 29th. when we have the finalists performing, and from amongst them, we will be nominating the Panorama Idol
Yeah.
Seniors category we have introduced just this year. So it is going to be the first senior idol in the history of Panorama when we start having this idol competition.
Oh, that's
Hello.
amazing. Vaidehi, I know you were like, thank you so much, first of all, for coming into my show. I know this is a Telugu show, but still you coming and talking about and inviting all my listeners to the event. I mean, it really means a lot. But I really wanted to say, do you know that you are the 20th chairperson of Panorama India? I was actually just reading up about you and I found that you are the 20th chairperson of Panorama India. So, which means that, Panorama India has such a long journey. And yeah, that is really amazing. And I also heard a lot of good things that you are the founder and CEO of Global Sea Services Limited, which specializes in marine services to merchant ships, offshore and oil rig industry, and you also carry professional hospitality experience, and and you came to Canada in 2000, and before that you were in Hong Kong for 5 years, and you had a 5 years of experience in the hospitality industry, and and you have also been very, very active in the community during your university days in India, and followed by Hong Kong, and since you moved to Canada, I know even when Sumita ji was there, you were very actively part of the Panorama India, and now you became the chairperson. And another interesting fact about you is that you are a Bharatanatyam dancer, and also you have won medals and certificates during inter college competitions, and have given various performances in India, USA, Paris, London. Oh my God, I was like reading about you. It was an amusement, I would say. I was really surprised, and surprised in a very, very good way, I would say. So I just wanted to ask you, Vaidehi, how is it working and becoming the chairperson and leading such a
Many
big organization?
dancers. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what, I mean, that is what actually entices us to give back to the community in whatever way we can for all the art and culture which we have inculcated amongst us. And that is why we basically give this time to Panorama India from my end. This is my way of giving back to the community. Yeah.
That's amazing. That is amazing. And how is
Yes.
it working with all the new board
Yeah.
members?
It's nice. Yes, we have an amazing team. As you are also one of our brand ambassadors, you know that
Right.
basically how
Yes.
closely we are knitted and we work together. I have a wonderful team. I must say the ladies and the gentlemen are on the board of Panorama India are truly dedicated and sincere in their work. And yes, I'm blessed to have them as my family. I consider them as my family. And as you know that we are preparing for Republic Day now, each of them is actually literally sleeping just 4 hours during the day.
Oh my
They
God.
do their work, and plus after that they are actually embedded into putting things together for the Republic Day. So I really actually am really awed with all the efforts they put in. So
It's
definitely
serious.
everybody will get to see this on the big day. So
Yep.
I would say everybody must come. As I mentioned, besides the idol competition, we also have folk dance competition. Then we also have cultural segment and art competition, in which all the ages are participating. So this is an opportunity to witness all the ages performing on this platform. And we will have kids from kindergarten to seniors in different segments participating. So this is a platform where everybody can come and witness the program. There is something for
Exactly.
everybody. Yeah.
And
There are a
I
lot of food
remember
vendors
last
also.
time. Oh, wow. That is what was
Yeah.
I think the last Republic Day event was in hybrid, and before that, I think it was online event, right? And I think this is probably the
Correct.
first after the pandemic that we are doing an open for everyone event. And how many
Correct.
people are we expecting? And because India Day was such a big success, and
Absolutely. Yeah.
organizing
Typically,
something on such a big scale.
True. India Day is a much grander. As you know, weather restrictions
Yeah.
actually force us to arrange this event indoors. So for
Mhm.
this event, we are typically expecting about during the entire day there would be a footfall of 5,000 people or more. So I mean, our participants list is long. So besides that, we have a lot of people who just come to witness this program. So there are going to be a lot of people and communities who will be
Mhm.
witnessing this. So
Yeah,
yes, I
for sure.
invite the Telugu community. You all are also in big numbers in the GTA. So this is one opportunity for the Telugu community also to come together on the Panorama platform. And yes,
Yeah,
Telugu community has also been very supportive towards Panorama India right from the beginning.
so
And we
true.
look
Yeah.
forward to having them there again.
Yeah, I mean, me being part of and me representing that Telugu community and being part of Panorama India is I feel such a privilege. And yeah, definitely deeply honored. Thank you so much, Vaideji, for again, like on this platform, I want to just thank you again for giving this opportunity and being part of Panorama India. And yeah, it's definitely a big thing.
My
I
pleasure,
just
Renu, and
wanted to
thanks to
ask you
you
one
also
thing.
for having us and connected. And thanks for all the work you do for Panorama India as well. This is your way of giving us back, and we truly appreciate having you, and we are proud of having you as our brand ambassador.
Thank you so much. I just have one question. I know, I mean, I was
Mhm.
part of Panorama Idol competition, and I have to applaud everyone who have organized it. I know Sumita ji is going to join me, but I'm going to ask more questions. But before, like, how was it like listening to all those contestants and so much talent? I was actually blown away. Just the type of talent that
True,
came to the Panorama Idol competition.
true, absolutely. I mean, Renu, truly, I was also awed to seeing
Hello?
said that of company with many people from India, kids and generation taking interest into music, they're actually taking music and enhance their own talents. So there's definitely a big treasure which we had and a very competitive options which we had. In terms of it, of course, it was very tough for the judge to select the top list. We will now see to be the idol amongst the junior, adult, and seniors on the big day. So look forward to that.
Yeah,
Everybody to
definitely.
your work
Even I'm very excited to see who will become
amongst
the,
public vote.
the ideal
Uh,
in all the three categories. Like, they're truly talented.
try
I think
Panorama
everyone is a winner.
and see, especially the first year. Yeah, uh, going to be the first Panorama Senior Idol this senior cat time. So looking forward to see who is going to as well adult. And yes, we
Yeah.
will definitely have that celebrity crashing there and important because they have gone through struggle to. So that is going to be interesting for everyone.
Hmm. Yeah. I think, is
Yeah.
waiting.
So
Thank you so much, Vaidehiji, for joining. And it was such an honor to have you. And I will see you at the event. And all the best. All the
have
best before I let
and
you go.
forward to see, of course, the entire coming witness the Little India celebration there in that premises. An awesome one. You will be all, and you will have jaws dropping. Invite everybody to be there on 29th of January at the Pearson
Yeah.
Convention Center in Brampton from 12 noon
Mhm.
onwards. Join us to celebrate Indian Republic Day at the Pearson Convention Center. Thank you,
Oh,
Renu. Thank
thank
you
you
so
so much.
much.
We will be there for sure. All my listeners are going to come. And yeah, I will be
Absolutely.
there
Yes.
along with them for sure. So yeah,
True,
all the
true.
best and
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining Vaidehiji. So, to all the listeners, that was Vaidehi Bhagat, the 20th chairperson of Panorama India, and అందరం కూడా విన్నాము. మళ్ళీ కొంచెం తెలుగు మాట్లాడుతున్నాను, ఎందుకంటే అయినో మీరు ఇప్పటిదాకా ఇంగ్లీష్లో విన్నారు కాబట్టి కొంచెం తెలుగు మాట్లాడతాను. సో విన్నారు కదా, January 29, 2023 PSN కన్వెన్షన్ సెంటర్ టొరాంటోలో ద ఈవెంట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యాపెన్. సో అందరు కూడా వచ్చేయండి. నేనైతే ఫుల్ ఎక్సైటెడ్. చాలా టాలెంటెడ్ పానోరమా ఐడల్ కంటెస్టెంట్స్ ఉన్నారు, అండ్ ఫోక్ డాన్స్ కాంపిటీషన్ కూడా జరగబోతుంది, అండ్ ఆల్సో ప్యాట్రియాటిక్ సెగ్మెంట్ ఉంది. ఓ మై గాడ్, దట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు బి అమేజింగ్ అన్నమాట. సో వై డోంట్ వి మూవ్ ఆన్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ పర్సన్? సో we have Sumita Sinha అన్నమాట. సో షీఈస్ డైరెక్టర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్, అండ్ ఆల్సో దాంట్లోనే కాకుండా పానోరమా ఐడల్ కాంపిటీషన్ లో షీ వాస్ ద she probably had a bigger role to play annamata. And so Sumita Sinha gurinchi maatladalante, she's a professional in corporate IT field for over 25 years. She is a bachelor's in computer system engineering from BIT, Misra, India. She is a passionate folk singer, event host who has actively participated in community events and services in India, Australia and Canada. And Sumita ji is a pioneer in bringing Bihari folk music and dance to various GTA platforms, including the prestigious Panorama stage annamata. She is very passionate about showcasing Indian culture and traditions. She is also a member of the organizing committee of Bihar and Jharkhand Association of Canada. And Sumita is a very hardworking individual who balances her work, family, and social commitments very well. I think, the line about she being a very hardworking individual, I think I can see that, because endukante Panorama Idol, I was part of the Panorama Idol and she did an amazing job. So why don't we welcome Sumita Sinha, and let's listen from her about the experiences with Panorama India. Hi Sumita ji.
Hi Renu, thank you for giving this opportunity here to discuss the Panorama India's Republic Day celebration on your platform.
Yeah,
I'm really humbled to be here. Thank you. On behalf of the Panorama India board, the team, volunteers, sponsors, vendors, and everyone who is involved, the performers, the idol contestants, I would like to invite all your listeners to this event.
Mm-hmm.
So before I go further, I would just want to say that 29th of January is the big day, and we would like to invite all of you, all the Telugu radio listeners and all the community to come and visit us and watch the performances, watch the multiple segments are there. So
Mm-hmm.
You have to be there, enjoy and see the celebration, be part of it. So yeah.
What
I
do you
would like
think
to
will
invite
be,
everyone.
the highlight of the entire celebration? And don't tell me Panorama Idol, but I really want Panorama Idol to be the highlight of the entire event.
Yeah, actually, it is the highlight, I would say. There are two major competitions. I would say that all the three competitions are very high-profile competitions.
Correct.
Being at the Panorama level, it's a big deal anyways. But what I would say, the idol competition is something which we are looking forward to quite, for a whole year. We have so many singers, so much talent across the GTA and even outside of GTA. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Toronto area, Ontario. There's so much of talent. There's so much of talent, I would say. And this is actually the 14th Panorama Idol competition. And we have seen the transition of quality of singers. I have been the director only for a year,
Mm-hmm.
but I have been witnessing the Panorama Idol competition for a while now, maybe 6 or 7 years, 8 years. I've been to the Panorama Republic Day celebrations
Wow.
as a performer and as a visitor. And I
Mhm.
have seen the transition this time,
Wow.
You were also there, right?
Yes,
At
yes.
the auditions. What happened there,
Yes,
how
yes.
crazy we were. The judges had really, really tough time there.
I really
Because,
want to ask you about the semi-finals. I don't know how the judges have even selected those three, because all the people who were selected were amazing.
Exactly. And it was not only those 8 top, the people who got top in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Even, I would say, first 20, 22 people, like the singers, they were all very close in the marks, numbering by the
Wow.
judges. Because
Nice.
someone has the sur nice, someone has the voice quality, someone has something else. It was really difficult. I think it was a very tough time for the judges because it was really difficult to get, or at least those gems, like 8 out of those many, like around 60, 70 performers, like were there just in the adult category. Seniors, this was the first time we started. So
And
there
how
were very
was it?
few
Like, did we have like seniors enjoying performing themselves on the stage?
Yeah, exactly. And this was the first time we introduced the senior category, and we found that like many seniors came out, that was their first time on stage. But it was really really good into, we can see the Josh, what we call Josh.
Yeah.
And they were so nice with the singing and all. So it was really difficult, right, for the judges. I would say that was a difficult situation for them.
What
We
what
had
is the
children, and
what was the biggest challenge
oh
for
my God,
you to organize the audition itself? Like, I know you must have had so many people so many registrations coming,
yes,
coming
yeah, of course,
into.
yes. We had a whole process, and there was a filtering process where we had
Exactly.
virtual audition type of thing, because the number of people we got the response from was too high. We could not
Wow.
accommodate all of those in one single day. Being 3 categories, we had many children, adults, and seniors, 3 categories. So we could not accommodate everyone in one day, a single day audition, right? And
Yes.
then we had to filter them. We had really tough time again there, filtering, listening to each of the songs. They send their YouTube links or Facebook links, or some of them also WhatsApp they are singing. So we had to filter them, bring the top 60, 70 people in each category, children and adults category. Senior were little less, I would say 15, 20 type of submission we had, but because it was for the first time. But
Right.
adults and children, they were quite a bit to sort out, and to even bring them for the live audition. It was difficult to filter them. And then you have seen the live audition, how
Yes.
great the kids, the children, right from age 7 or 8, they started, and they were up to 16 years old. And they have amazing voice quality. I would say the guidance they are getting, the parents are working so hard with them to, make them this great singers. I don't know how they work, how they do all these things, but it was really great to have them. Yeah, it's really tough, right? Even every child was great, I couldn't say, and it was again difficult job for the judges to get those top 3, 4. We had 4 in the junior category because there was a tie between 2 of them. I guess really difficult. Everyone prepared so well, and they came up with variety, and they were really nice. That was the main challenge.
I think this
Filtering,
time, you are going to be, I mean, instead of being a performer, you are going to be, actually organizing the event and everything. But how different is it? Looking at from the performer perspective versus, organizing this entire event and being part
Yeah,
of
it's a
this.
different feeling. I would say it's a unique feeling. I would say I have been connected with Panorama India for a while now. As I said before, I was a performer before. I used to come and present my Bihar and Jharkhand association with the folk dance competitions and singing there and those things. But yeah, I can feel the difference. It's a different feeling, but I can see how tough it is to organize an event. Just being a performer was so easy. You just register, you get selected, you come and perform and go. But behind the scenes, there is so much work. I would say like all the board members are working at the moment like 24/7. We are connected on our WhatsApp, and we are like discussing things every now and then. And we have so much work to do, and everyone is working really hard. All the board members,
actually, YDG just told me that you guys are sleeping only for 4 hours. How? I mean, I have to ask you, like, how are you still balancing?
Yeah, it happens. Like, I think we did India Day last August, and I think we had the similar situation. India Day was much bigger than this Republic Day celebration because it's indoors and there are limitation of numbers and all. But that was even bigger, and we had, some days like we were sleeping only for 3-4 hours. Last on the Panorama India Day, it was like I think everyone had like not more than 4 hours of sleep in the night, and then the whole day on toes. So again, I'm expecting similar thing happening on Republic Day for us because everyone is working and everyone is volunteering here. So we have our job, and then we have this thing. We have our family to look after. And
how is your family actually supporting you in this whole thing? When you're being
without their support, it's just not possible, right? Like it's not possible. And I would say one thing this time, like we are like more of girls, like in the board members, like more of the girls.
I see that more girl power, right?
Women power is like being shown up, like we have the guys who are helping us on the infrastructure type of things and all, but the programming and filtering of performances and auditions and all those things, these are like things which the women power of the team like is taking care of, like. So
And when was the first time you started the journey with Panorama India? Is it as a performer, or were you part of one of the audience watching the show?
No, actually I started as a performer only because then only I came to know, because when we had a request, when we get the community leaders get requests for the performances, so that was the first time I got to know about Panorama India. Before that, I didn't even know what the organization does and how it works. But then we got the invitation from the organization, the Bihar Jharkhand Association, to present something from Bihar. And that's how I got connected. And once I was connected, like I was following Panorama India on like Facebook, YouTube, website, everywhere. And it's different. Like, that's what I was saying. It was a different experience. Like at the moment, like I'm looking at the other side, like from the other end, working on the things organizing. And that was the time when I was a performer. I used to like it. Like I used to definitely like the way the things were all such a big platform. So many performers, like this time on Republic Day also, again, we have like, at least I think we have over 250 or 60 performers, like maybe 300 performers altogether.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they various like performers, like we have a patriotic segment. We have at least like 20-25 people performing there. Then we have the idol competition. We have the top 10 finalists who will be singing live.
Is it going to be is there voting for just like last time? Will it be open for public voting?
There will be a percentage of voting against performers for the top in all the categories, like idol junior, idol senior, and the adult category. They'll really,
and who was your favorite, Sumita ji, out of all the idol finalists?
Oh, I can't say that. I'm so sorry, but like all our gents, like I would say, like everyone has done so much hard work to get to that point that I can't say who is better than whom, because all of them, I would say, they are all great performers. All the singers, like in the idol competition, whoever is there, like in the top 20, I would say they are all very good. But filtering happens, and we found that the top 8 gents we had in the semi-finals, they were like really great. And finally, the top 3, I cannot name anyone, but they are all equal, at like every level. From my perspective, they are all equal. They are all gents, and we have to see who gets the vote and who gets the judges' marks most, and that will depend on their
Exactly.
performance at the front of the live audience. So we'll see then.
Yeah, for sure. Even I'm very much looking forward because all of them were my favorite contestants, and
I know.
I can't wait to hear them sing, and also who's going to be the winner. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean,
It's the day. It's the day. The day will decide like who is going to be the winner.
like
For us, like they are all the same. At this point of time, we know like they are all gents. We have selected them, so they are the best of the best. So let's see.
yeah. And Sumita ji, I mean, it was very nice having you on the show and hearing a lot of things about the Panorama India and also the Republic Day celebrations and the Ideal competition and about you and where you come from and all the good things about you. Like it was very nice having you on my show and just in you inviting all my listeners. That means a lot. And yeah, we will all be there for sure.
Yeah, thank you. And please, I would request on behalf of Panorama India Board, volunteers, members, all the sponsors, all the performers, singers, everyone, I would request everyone who is listening this talk show, please come and visit us on 29th of January, Pearson Convention Center, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Please be there. There will be food vendors, so you will not be sent back home, go back home hungry. So please join and see how we celebrate. So I'll just wish you all a very, very happy Republic Day. And
Thank
see
you
you
so
there.
much. Thank you so much, Sumita ji. Happy Republic Day to you too. And I'll see you on January 29th. And thank you once again for joining. So that was Sumita Sinha ji, and we heard a lot about Panorama Ideal competition and the Panorama India Republic Day celebrations, and we have another guest. So before I welcome Nidhi, so Nidhi Sachdev, she's the director of social media for Panorama India Board, and to introduce you and to give you some introduction about Nidhi. So Nidhi is a financial risk management professional with a leading Canadian bank. She holds an MS in information systems from University of Toronto and an MBA from Delhi University. She has over 15 years of industry experience in IT training and financial risk management. Nidhi has been in Canada for 17 years and has been an active member of community activities. She actively participates in various cultural events in GTA, and I think that's why she is also being very active in Panorama India right now. And another interesting fact about her, she's a trained Kathak dancer. She's passionate about performing and visual arts. She's always up for a challenge, especially ones that allow her to express herself creatively. She also loves gardening. Oh my God. So, one thing that I have in common with Nidhi is, even I'm up for a challenge that allows me to express myself creatively. So, why don't we invite Nidhi? Hi, Nidhi.
Hi, Renu. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thanks for being patient and waiting until I welcomed you. Like we had Vaidehi ji and also Sumita ji, and you were my next guest. I am really excited about, for the January 29th event because, this will be our first, not hybrid, not online, but an open event, which is free for everyone. And I think, without any restrictions, not even wearing a mask, right? Because last time we had to wear a mask and be, kind of hybrid, but this time there's no restrictions and we are kind of happily everyone can enjoy the food, the programs and everything. So Can we talk about, like, the social media experience, you being the director of the social media and being part of Panorama India, and you have been doing an amazing job, I would say, with the social media and everything. I have to say that. So, how has been associating with Panorama India and your experiences as the director of social media?
I think it has been an exhilarating experience. I have learned so much, I would say, like in the
Mhm.
past year that I've been associated with Panorama. The learning curve has been tremendous. I think I've grown so much as a person, as a designer. Uh,
Mhm.
so, yes, so for me, like personally, the growth has been a lot, learning not just from a social media standpoint, but also
Mhm.
of being part of such a huge event like India Day. We had a footfall of almost 150,000 people, and
Right.
um, for Republic Day we are expecting a footfall of about 7,000 people. So that is huge. That's such.
Yes.
So to manage so many people, to manage an event at that level, I think that's truly very. I feel honored actually to be part of the.
Yes. Because being away from our country, like from our home country, and living in another country, like you are still getting, having to experience and being part of the Republic Day, Independence Day celebrations, which is probably an amazing thing for every NRI who's living in Canada right now, Toronto. And I feel like there are so many people, me being an immigrant, when I first came to Canada, I think probably the first thing that I went to was India Day celebrations in Nathan Phillips Square, and I was really taken away by that. And that was probably my first notice of Panorama India, and since then the relationship has grown, and being associated with Panorama and India was such an honor for me, and I am sure like it is the same for you.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
So, Niti, I just want to ask you about the event itself, right? I know Panorama Idol competition was one thing that I spoke with Sumita ji already. So, can you tell me about other competitions and other segments or the stalls? What kind of food can we expect, and what kind of vendors are going to be there? And how is the art competition going to happen? And about the segments and the dance competition and all of that.
Sure. So the idol competition, I think Sumita has already told you a lot about it.
Mhm.
Other highlights, art competition, we have different segments. For art competition, there's going to be a segment for juniors, adults, seniors. And this time, Panorama India is also organizing a segment for people with special needs. So it is an
Mm-hmm.
all-inclusive event. And I have witnessed art competition for India Day, for Republic Day in the past, and the
Yeah.
quality of art that is produced in this competition is amazing. It is so heartwarming to see kids who were born here, raised here, draw based on the theme that is given to them. Sometimes they're asked to make a monument, sometimes they're asked
Mm-hmm.
a symbol representing India, and for them to do that, it is amazing. It is so heartwarming to see. Of course, like we expect that adults and seniors already have some experience with India, so they have,
Mm-hmm.
but to see this kind of response from kids, it is
Yeah.
it is really heart touching. So that is one thing I'm really looking forward to, like the outcome from the art competition, all the art that is going to be produced as a result of this competition. That is going to be very exciting. And
Mm-hmm.
the folk dance competition, that is also something close to my heart because I'm a dancer and I've been.
Yes. Have you been a performer before?
I have, yes, I have been
Yeah, nice.
with Panorama India folk dance competition in the past, and it is, I would say, it's an amazing experience because we when you do folk dance, you try to represent a region of India.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you have to bring in that culture, the not just the dance steps. You have to put, you have to bring that whole atmosphere into that dance. And that is why folk dance is a little bit different from the classic dance.
Exactly. Yeah, I think folk dance really represents India,
Yeah.
I think the other forms of dances is different, but folk comes from within India, and people are very close to their folk dance types, and from their own region, right?
Yes, absolutely. And usually folk dances are associated with like a special event in that region, right? So when
Right.
you perform, you have to bring that mood, you have to bring that feel into it. The steps have to represent that rhythm, that excitement. So
Mm-hmm.
different platform, and we always try to make sure, that all regions of India are represented in
Mm-hmm.
dance competition. And this time also, like, we're going to have more than 20 performances.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah, the judges are going to have a hard time. See, because that every region is presenting a dance, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's we need to see the diversity in the dancing as well.
Right. I was part of the last year's Republic Day event and the folk dance competition. All of the performers were amazing, and they were representing, and they were using so many props, and even their attire was very much, representing their culture and their region. It was definitely a feast for everyone who is watching.
No, absolutely, and that's the whole point, right? Like the costumes, you have to feel like you are sitting there, and
Yeah, being
you are in India at that time,
exactly.
that mood. You are attending that event
Yeah.
from where we are representing that dance. So you have to bring out uh, that whole package. So
Mhm.
it's tough. So folk dance definitely is something that. Then, of course, there are going to be other cultural performances. We are organizing a very special segment,
Mhm.
which is going to be a grand finale. There's going to be a fashion show with children. So, and that is something we are really looking forward to, because this is one way in which the kids here on form to give them a sense of our by participating in these events, kids learn more about India, more about where they come from, where their parents come from, and that is one of the objectives of Panorama, is to keep that culture going, to keep the Indian diaspora connected with. So yeah, lots to look forward to from a cultural point as well, and then
Mhm.
the lots of food vendors. We're trying to get food. Yeah, there are other vendors too. So lots of options for you to come and shop,
Mhm.
prepared to spend money, do some shopping.
Shopping, right? Yeah, I still remember the stalls for India Day celebrations were amazing. Like, I had to bring so much cash and just shop everything that I liked, because there were so many options. And yeah, food was also like, I still remember, like, every one of my friends, like the next day, they used to tell me that, we went to the India Day celebrations and the line was too big that we could not eat, get to stand and wait and eat. I think the it was huge. The India Day celebrations were huge, and I think the Republic Day is also going to be a success, and people are going to have fun, and yeah, I'm so excited for this.
No, we are, and I'm sure like everybody is looking forward to it. We are looking forward to it because we are coming back to this after 2 years, right? So
Right. Mm-hmm.
there's a different energy. uh, People want to come out. We want to see each other. We want to celebrate in person, and we want to normalize things. Like everybody wants to normalize things. So in certain ways it's also relearning a lot of things, but it's also exciting. I think we're all looking forward to it, and it's going to be a big event. I urge everybody to come and participate, be part of it. There is so much happening through the day. You can be here the whole day. You can be here for a specific segment. You can be here just for flag hoisting. You can be here just for the idol competition. You can attend the entire program. Like you have so many options. So I would urge.
Exactly, yeah. Or they can come and enjoy the food and the vendor stalls, and they can also watch the events that are happening
Yep.
simultaneously.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, lots to look forward to, and I hope you all come with your friends and family and enjoy this event. It's going to be very, very exciting. I'm personally very excited. I'm just getting used about it.
Yeah, and it's also nice because you kind of on the Republic Day you try to, of course, like I love to wear Indian attire, and you look amazing too, Nidhi. I saw you at the Indian Idol. You were properly dressed and showing the Indian culture, and everyone just watching everyone being dressed up nicely in the Indian clothes, and just looking at the flag hoisting, watching the flag hoisting. You feel so much patriotic on that particular day because we still have the roots of being an Indian, and even the purpose of our Telugu radio channel is also connecting all the NRIs who speak Telugu across the world, because everyone is scattered in different countries, and we still wanted to have that roots and do not want us to forget the roots, right? Just like Panorama India, what they do not want us to forget the roots, even for pass on the culture to the next generations, which is very, very important. Otherwise, the culture would get extinct, and yeah, we don't want that to happen because India has a great heritage and great culture, and we have.
There is so much to learn, and we should make all attempts to propagate it, to our future generation, make it forward, uh, because this is our heritage, right? This is who we are. There are so many good qualities in our community, so much to learn in our culture, and we should definitely do. That's one of the main objectives of Panorama India. That is one of the reasons I enjoy being with Panorama for the future generation. Like that's very close to my heart.
Yeah.
Like social media team has all teenagers who work for it.
Oh, nice.
So, that is very, very exciting. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy working. Uh, it might be little things, but this is how they imbibe bits and pieces, and this is how.
Right.
So that's the beauty of it.
True, very true, Nidhi. I mean, yeah, that is amazing, and I'm really looking forward to the event. Do you want to finally, say something to my listeners, and we can wrap up the show?
Sure. So I would request everybody to be there on January 29th at Pearson Convention Center in Brampton to come and celebrate with us, Republic Day of India, to enjoy everything that we have there, from like flag hoisting to various competitions to the food to the vendors, and mainly to just the vibe, to the solidarity of being an Indian, day, which is 26th of January, the day when India became republic, and the power was given to citizens of India to choose their representative who would represent for a country. So come and celebrate uh, this this big historic event for the country where you come from. Wish you all a very happy Republic Day in advance, and we'll see you there on the 29th.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. Happy Republic Day to you as well. And yeah, let's celebrate together on January 29th with Panorama India. And I'm sure my listeners will be interested, and they are excited to be part of this Republic Day celebrations.
Absolutely. We look forward to seeing you all there.
Thank you. Thank you, Nidhi. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So that is, so అదండి మనము మన పానోరమా ఇండియా వాళ్ళ 4 మెంబర్స్తో కూడా అందరితో మాట్లాడేసాము. అండ్ వాళ్ళు చేయబోయే ఈ ఈవెంట్, రిపబ్లిక్ డే ఈవెంట్, నేను ఎందుకు ఈ వాళ్ళని ఈరోజు మన షోలోకి తీసుకొచ్చాను అంటే ఒకటే ఒక రీజన్. ఇండియాలో ఉంటే మనకి ఇలాంటి సెలబ్రేషన్స్, మాకు January 26 రోజు మీకు హాలిడే ఉంటుంది, అండ్ ఇండిపెండెన్స్ డే రోజు హాలిడే ఉంటుంది, అండ్ చాలా పెద్దగా సెలబ్రేట్ చేసుకుంటాం. బట్ ఒక్కసారి ఇండియా నుంచి వదిలి దూరంగా వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఏమైపోతుందంటే ఆ కనెక్షన్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో ఇండియాతో, ఇలాంటి ఈవెంట్స్, వీళ్ళు చేసే ఈవెంట్స్ ని బట్టి అండ్ మాకు ఇంకా ఉండాలని ఉంటది. బట్ ఇలాంటి ఈవెంట్స్ వాళ్ళు చేయడం వల్ల మేము ఇంకా క్లోజ్ గా ఉంటాం. సో ఇదేంటంటే పానోరమా ఇండియా వాళ్ళు టొరంటో ఇండియన్ కాన్సులేట్ జనరల్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో, మన ఇండియన్ కాన్సులేట్ జనరల్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా టొరంటో, వాళ్ళతో అసోసియేట్ అయ్యి వాళ్ళ బదులు వీళ్ళు ఈవెంట్స్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు అన్నమాట పబ్లిక్ కి. సో ఇట్స్ ఎ నాన్ ప్రాఫిట్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్. వాళ్ళు ఎన్నో ఇయర్స్ 1999 నుంచి కూడా వాళ్ళు ఈవెంట్స్ చేస్తానే వస్తున్నారు. చాలా అంటే చాలా మంది, లాస్ట్ ఇండిపెండెన్స్ డే ఈవెంట్ కి అయితే ఆల్మోస్ట్ 150,000 పీపుల్ వచ్చారు. అంటే మీరు ఆలోచించవచ్చు ఎంత పెద్ద ఈవెంట్ అనేది. సో మనం ఇండియాని గుర్తు చేసుకుంటూ, రిపబ్లిక్ డేని గుర్తు చేసుకుంటూ తప్పకుండా విజిట్ చేసి మనం డెఫినెట్ గా ప్యాట్రియాటిక్ గా ఫీల్ అయ్యే ఆ మూమెంట్స్, మళ్ళీ మన ఇండియా అంటే ప్రౌడ్ గా ఫీల్ అయ్యే మూమెంట్, అఫ్ కోర్స్ భారత్ మాతాకి జై. అండ్ ఇండియా ఇస్ ఆల్వేస్ క్లోజ్ టు ఎవ్రీ వన్స్ హార్ట్ కదా. సో దానికోసం అని చెప్పేసి ఈ రోజు షోని నేను డెడికేట్ చేస్తూ, సో పానోరమా ఇండియా వాళ్ళతో మనం ఒక లైవ్ షో అనేది చూసాము. అండ్ మన లిజనర్స్ కి థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అగైన్. అండ్ హ్యాపీ రిపబ్లిక్ డే అందరికీ కూడా. 74వ గణతంత్ర దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. అండ్ ఈ సందర్భంగా ప్రతి ఒక్కరు కూడా ఇలాంటి వేడుకల్లో పాల్గొందాము, అండ్ మన దేశ ఖ్యాతిని అందరికీ కూడా ఏంటో తెలియజేద్దాం. సో జై హింద్. సో అంతటితో నా షో అయిపోయింది, షో టైం అయిపోయింది ఆల్మోస్ట్. అండ్ యువర్ ఆర్జే రేణు సైనింగ్ ఆఫ్. అండ్ నేను చెప్పినట్టు నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ నేను ఇండియా వస్తున్నాను, అండ్ ఒకవేళ కుదిరితే తప్పకుండా నేను షో చేస్తాను ఇండియా నుండి. అదర్వైజ్ మిమ్మల్ని మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ టైం కలుస్తాను. అంటిల్ దెన్ యువర్ ఆర్జే రేణు సైనింగ్ ఆఫ్. టేక్ కేర్, బాయ్. అందరికీ కూడా గుడ్ మార్నింగ్.